Hello, my friends and family. It's good to be with y'all right now. Today we had a little celebration for my nephew. Graduated today. I'm very proud of that boy. Um, it's been a while since I made a video, so I decided I need to come and do my thing because it's what I'm supposed to do. So here I am, sharing time with you. Hope that y'all are having a blessed day, and if you're not, you will, because God's doing some good things in everybody's life. I know I've said that before, but it's continuing. So don't miss out if you are maybe kind of worried about what's going on and don't see the good things that are happening, the transformations people are happening, um, God coming into people's lives, God actually showing up, proving that He's real and making Himself known to you, having a relationship with people. He's even having famous people, musicians, actors, other people. He's having people come to the fact that He's real. And even a lot of scientists and atheists, and they're finding out God is actually real, and they're finding out scientifically. So it's like there's no way that you can deny something that's even scientists are actually proving that it exists, and that we actually are able to be led and able to see things that God is trying to do, and Him come into your life and Him help you and Him give you actually power behind some of the things that you do. And this was stuff that we were meant to have since we were born. We just kind of lost track of that. And I think that was a manipulation basically to control people, to keep people not knowing that they can change things, and and that we can make a difference in the world, and that we are smart, we are individuals who can run our, or who can govern ourselves basically. We really don't need a government. Like, people who need a government are basically giving their power away of self-governance. And it's a manipulation of thinking this is to help you and to always make sure that you're okay, when you do that better than anybody else can, especially if they're not really in your life. And they're just really doing that so they can take taxes from you, so that they can have their hand in your pocket out of the hard money that you earn to basically be rich and keep you at a level to where they can control you. And so they get to control all the manufacturing of food, uh, all the manufacturing of new of products and goods and shipping and all this stuff. And so it's like they create a lot of problems too for us that we wouldn't have if we didn't, if they didn't involve us in it. But because we are needing a governance, and because we don't think that we could govern ourselves, and because we don't think that we can be our own advocates of law or whatever, when we can do all these things ourselves. We really don't need a government. We are self-governing once you become who you truly are. Now, I know at this time there's a lot of people who don't know what to do, who wouldn't govern themselves very well. But I know that's changing. That's changing because evolution and the earth is changing. So it's like it's inevitable that people are going to develop themselves. So I'm telling you something that is inevitable. So if you're hearing this now, it's a good time to jump in, because it's already been going on, and it's eventually going to be something you're going to have to do. Like it's going to be a thing. It's not going to be something that you have to do. It's going to be trending. It's going to be what everybody else is doing, and so everybody's going to do it. And it's not that it's going to be forced upon you or anything. It's for your benefit. It's for the true power that you actually have, and God's help that He actually gives you, and God's understanding, and God's his actual voice guiding you, His actual presence with you, protection, love, joy, abundance. It's like, it is like an energy, and you attract it. And it's because, well, once you become more you become like a god. You get this energy flow that just makes things in the reality know, and and you can have an effect on it, and it's a positive effect, of course, because well, the negativity is really what stops us. Any kind of little negativity, like even just stressing, keeps you from seeing God's promise. So what does the government and all the ways of the world and the systems do best? Stress you and I and everyone else so that you make sure that you do not find your true power. So we really need to become aware of this. We really need to figure things out. Once you start learning about yourself and learning about your behaviors, learning about how you can use your emotions and your mind and your body for what is good. And what human being does not want what is good for them and their family? Everyone. So that brings me to say, I'm glad that you are here. I'm glad you're part of my family. And I hope that you and your family prosper. And I hope that we meet someday, whether in online or whether in person. But I just want to send everyone embraces and love and support. And just know that if you're going through some struggle, I would say share it. Share it anywhere. Share it with someone you in your family. Share it with someone, one of your friends. Share it online. I guarantee you, you're going to get some people that are going to give you some good advice and who are going to help you through that, because that's actually our instincts to help people. Like we're supposed to, you know, like when I'm going through a struggle, well, you'll be there to support me so I can make it through it. And when you're going through a struggle, well, guess what? I'm going to be there for you, because you know why? Because that's what we do. We're supposed to support each other. That's how you love one another. We don't tell each other, hey, well, you should be living this way, and you should quit all these habits, and you should not do this, and you should stop eating that, and you don't do this, and you don't do that. How about we just show some love? How about we just say, hey, you know what? I don't agree with how you live, but you know what? I love you. And I'm going to put all that aside. I'm going to say that I appreciate you being in my life. I appreciate for the things that you bring to me and the experiences we have and the talks that we have. And I'm sorry that I was judgmental and I wanted you to live your life a certain way. And I do have good intentions, but you know, I've realized that I shouldn't be telling you what to do. It's your choice. I love you. Like, I understand this because I don't like anybody telling me what to do, especially when they don't understand me. Like if and it's because really very few people are really going to truly understand you. I mean, I think that's going to change later on based on what is happening in the world. So it's going to get better, but right now you're probably going to have a little bit less than what you need to be able to live this new life and live to share and support each other and people who are wanting to do this, or people who are more in alignment with this, because there's going to be some people who are still bitter, people who are still going through trauma, people who are still dwelling on the past and not moving forward, you know. And that's why it's good to just help them, tell them your story when you're, you know, because you're going to be growing and developing and learning some things and learn how to get past certain traumas and certain mistakes that you may have made, or certain things that you may do, or whatever. You know, even sometimes our mindset is not, it's not really prepared to learn some things. It's not like open and inquisitive like when you were a child, and you have to have that your entire life. Like that is, and it is possible. It is very possible. So, and we need to stop too thinking, oh, well, that's far-fetched, or, you know, I'd rather you not say that it's not possible. I'd rather you say, well, I don't know, maybe it is possible, but I just don't believe it right now. I wouldn't say that to completely dismiss things, because you're closing yourself off to something that can possibly be. So I mean, if it's good, why would you want to just completely reject it? I wouldn't reject it. I would just say, well, that sounds nice, but I don't think that's really, it's really possible. But I'm gonna go ahead and maybe it is possible, and maybe it can happen, but I'm not gonna completely dismiss it and say, oh, that's impossible, get out of here, you know, you don't know what you're talking about. Because man, that's where people mess up. Like, yes, you are very intelligent, yes, you are awesome, but sometimes you can make the wrong decisions. Sometimes you don't really know what the world and God and our purpose here on earth, like, it's really meant to be a lot bigger and a lot more unified. And so it's gonna happen, you know. And a lot of people are lost. We've been living in a, you know, kind of competitive and, you know, trying to be the guy who gets the dollar faster than the other guy, because, you know, everybody's competing for it. It's like a rat race, like they say. And it's not the way that we're supposed to live. We're not supposed to have this big old difference in wealth and poverty, and it's like, man, we're like, if people are so wealthy, why is there anybody starving or neglected and abused and all this stuff? Why? Y'all have billions of dollars, yet you don't try and help people who are less fortunate. See, and if these people with money would do these things, it would make your abundance even more, you know? And you would be helping the world. Like, I mean, God, there's nothing more fulfilling than when you give or when you help somebody without expecting anything in return, just doing it out of kindness, and the appreciation that you get and the love and the, like, sometimes you transform people's life just from showing them one kind gesture. Imagine doing something with a big amount of money or with a big gift that they're getting, how much they would probably bawl their eyes out. They would probably not believe it. And I want this to be a regular thing. I don't want people to not believe that blessings are falling upon the earth. Blessings are falling upon everyone, and we are coming together, and we're not fighting each other. We're learning to say, hey, brother, you know what? I've realized that if I want freedom and I want to have my own way of thinking, then I need to give that to you too. And so I need to quit being the way I have been being and thinking that my way is the only way, because it's not. Because you also have your way. And we could share an experience instead of push each other away. Say, well, nobody's ever going to change. Well, that includes you too. So you're telling them to do something that you're doing also. You want them to change it, you're not changing. You know, how about we just don't even have to change each other? Like, just accept people for what they are and just try and reach out to them. And, you know, because I mean, I know people do have bad habits, but you have to get them to realize that you have to get them to make them see their worth, so that way they do what it is you were talking about. Because if you're just telling them, well, you need to quit, no, you need to tell them, you know what, you need to love yourself enough so that you can see this is bad for your health in the long run. Like, it doesn't kill you right away, but in the long run, it's not good for you. In the long run, you're gonna have some health issues. In the long run, you don't get the love that you need because you're suppressing it and you're just going off and doing drugs and getting a temporary fix of happiness. When the true happiness, the true long-term happiness, is when you have